Welcome to Quiz Time. My name is Simon and I'll be your host. Sit back, relax, and let's get started on the next 100 questions. Where on the face would you find the glabella? Eyebrows, cheeks, or lips? Eyebrows is correct. Who played the blacksmith Quint Asper in the classic cowboy TV show Gunsmoke? Charles Bronson, Steve McQueen, or Burt Reynolds? Burt Reynolds is correct. In what language was the book Bambi originally written? German, French, or Italian? German was the original language. Which founding father wrote to the Royal Academy about farts? Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, or Alexander Hamilton? Benjamin Franklin is correct. According to the saying, how many ways are there to cook an egg? 12, 40, or 100? A 100 ways to cook an egg. Concord is the capital of which US state? New Hampshire, Massachusetts, or Connecticut? New Hampshire is correct. Who ordered the death of their sister Arsinoe IV in 41 BC? Julius Caesar, Hannibal, or Cleopatra? Cleopatra is correct. What was the name of the retirement home in the 1985 fantasy movie Cocoon? Smiley Shores, Sunny Shores, or Sandy Shores? Sunny Shores is correct. Which location is sometimes wrongly referred to as the lost city of the Incas? Machu Picchu, Teotihuacan, or El Dorado? Machu Picchu is the correct location. What is the name given to the outline of the Sun in a total solar eclipse? A perihelion, a xenosphere, or a corona? Corona is correct. Who is known as the founder of geometry? Euclid, Pythagoras, or Archimedes? Euclid is correct. In which country would you find the Queen of the Dolomites ski resort? United States, Italy, or Switzerland? Italy is the correct country. Who sang the classic song Can't Fight the Feeling? REO Speedwagon, Bad Company, or Air Supply? REO Speedwagon is correct. Which English city was said to be Alfred the Great's capital city? Lincoln, Salisbury, or Winchester? Winchester is correct. In what month of the year is the Australian Open tennis tournament held? January, April, or September? January is the correct month. George Fox was the founder of which religious group? Mormons, Quakers or Baptists? Quakers is correct. During which month of the year does the star sign of Gemini fall? March, April, or May? May is correct. Tirana is the capital of which European country? Latvia, Albania, or Slovenia? Albania is correct. In World War II, where was the gin drinkers line located? Belgium, Hong Kong, or Morocco? Hong Kong is correct. Who directed the 1982 sci-fi movie Blade Runner? Ridley Scott, David Lynch, or James Cameron? Ridley Scott is correct. How many robot lions make up a giant robot Voltron? 4, 5, or 6? 5 robot lions. According to historical legend, which city did the people of Troy set up after their own city fell? Edinburgh, Paris, or Rome? Rome is correct. In which part of Japan would you find Mount Fuji? Kyoto, Tokyo, or Yokohama? Tokyo is correct. What was the name of Val Kilmer's character in the movie Top Gun? Iceman, Viper, or Wolfman? Iceman is correct. Where was the first spin-off of the crime TV show CSI set? New York, St. Louis, or Miami? Miami is correct. A common darter and a southern hawker are two species of what creature? Dragonfly, mosquito, or wasp? Dragonfly is correct. In the song The 12 Days of Christmas, what did my true love send me on the seventh day? Geese are lying, maids are milking, or swans are swimming? Swans are swimming is correct. In the TV show The Office, who starts the fire in the episode titled The Fire? Dwight, Ryan, or Andy? Which scientist discovered penicillin? Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Graham Bell, or Alexander Fleming? Alexander Fleming is correct. How many members are there in the band The Dixie Chicks? 3, 4, or 5? 3 is correct. What was the name of the sacred river in the 1980 fantasy movie Xanadu? Zeph, Glyph, or Elf? Elf is correct. A parsec is a unit of what used in astronomy? Time, distance, or density? Distance is correct. How many numbers do players have to get in a row before they can shout bingo? 5, 6, or 7? 5 numbers is correct. Which musician secretly married Sarah Lowndes in 1965? Paul McCartney, Bob Dylan, or Mick Jagger? Bob Dylan is the correct musician. During which decade did the first ever Cannes Film Festival take place? 1940s, 1950s, or 1960s? 1940s is correct. What are the horizontal lines on a map called? Ley lines, longitude, or latitude? Latitude is correct. In World War II, where was Breakneck Ridge located? Egypt, Philippines, or France? Philippines is correct. What did US telephone companies start to use in the 1940s? Area codes, yellow pages, or direct lines? Area codes is correct. Who was the Egyptian god of war? Seth, Montu, or Anubis? Montu is correct. Who sang the 1991 pop song Rush Rush? Tiffany, Kim Wilde, or Paula Abdul? Paula Abdul is correct. Sepia is a shade of what color? White, brown, or blue? Brown is the correct color. 80s pop group T'Pau took their name from which sci-fi TV show? Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, or Doctor Who? Star Trek is correct. What is the largest river in Europe? The Danube, the Volga, or the Ural? The Volga is correct. The Volga is correct. Burkina Faso is a former colony of which country? Portugal, France, or United Kingdom? France is correct. Where in the world is the Garden of the Sleeping Giant? Chile, Thailand, or Fiji? Fiji is correct. Can you complete the title of this Dr. Seuss book? One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, new fish, or flu fish? Blue fish is correct. A tornado at sea is called a what? A whirlpool, a typhoon, or a waterspout? Waterspout is correct. How many sets are there in a standard game of tennis? 1, 3, or 7? 3 is correct. Who played Thanos in the 2018 Marvel movie Avengers Infinity War? Josh Brolin, Josh Duhamel, or Josh Hartnett? Josh Brolin is correct. What was the name of the mouse in the 1999 movie The Green Mile? Mr. Whiskers, Mr. Jingles, or Mr. Bojangles? Mr. Jingles is correct. Which of these authors wrote the Bridget Jones books? Sally Abbott, Zandy Smith, or Helen Fielding? Helen Fielding is correct. For what 1960s movie did Gene Hackman earn his first Oscar nomination? Bonnie and Clyde, Marooned, or The French Connection? Bonnie and Clyde is correct. The Balfour Declaration, stating British support for a Jewish homeland, was published in what year? 1915, 1917, or 1919? 1917 is correct. What was the name given to the ancient Earth when it was one connected landmass? Pangea, Panspermia, or Panorama? Pangea is correct. In which US city would you find Balboa Park? Orlando, Philadelphia, or San Diego? San Diego is correct. Who is Snoopy's arch enemy? The Red Baron, the Flying Circus, von Richthofen? The Red Baron is correct. In the movie The Shawshank Redemption, where does Andy say his dream place to live is? Hawaii, Mexico, or Spain? Mexico is correct. An ambrometer is used to measure what? Wind speed, humidity, or rainfall? Rainfall is correct. Where in the world would you find the Grand Canal? France, Italy, or Germany? Italy is correct. A saguaro is a type of what? Plant, reptile, or dessert? Plant is correct. Who played the jerk in the 1979 comedy movie of the same name? Jerry Lewis, Steve Martin, or Chevy Chase? Steve Martin is correct. How many ounces of coffee are there in a Starbucks tall size? 12, 16, or 20? "12 ounces" is correct. In Star Wars, who was the first character to say, "May the Force be with you"? Yoda, Dudonna, or Obi-Wan? Dudonna is correct. Abraxas is a 70s rock album by which band? The Who, Fleetwood Mac, or Santana? Santana is correct. In which decade was the term slam dunk first coined? 1960s, 1970s, or 1980s? 1960s is correct. What does a polydactyl cat have that other cats don't? Extra teeth, extra whiskers, or extra toes? Extra toes is correct. In the Marvel Universe, Nick Fury is a member of which organization? Atom, Shield, or Feast? Shield is correct. According to the Exodus story, what was the fourth plague of Egypt? Famine, fire, or flies? Flies is correct. What connects flower buds to their stem? Pedicels, sepals, or receptacles? Sepals is correct. Can you complete the name of this famous Viking? Eric the Red, Fries, or Bloody? Eric the Red is correct. Somnoplasty is a cosmetic procedure designed to help with what? Posture, snoring, or weight loss? Snoring is correct. What alcohol would you put in a coffee to make it Irish? Brandy, stout, or whiskey? Whiskey is correct. What was the name of the winged horse in Greek mythology? Padia, Perseus, or Pegasus? Pegasus is correct. How many dice are used by each player in a standard game of backgammon? 1, 2, or 3? Two is correct. Rasputin was a famous historical character from which country? Romania, Greece, or Russia? Russia is the correct country. Who sang the 1995 song Bigger Than the Beatles? Joe Diffie, Joe Davis, or Joe Dolan? Joe Diffie is correct. A celesta is what type of instrument? Flute, drum, or keyboard? Keyboard is correct. THX 1138 was the first movie directed by which director? George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, or David Lynch? George Lucas is correct. Most flowers have an odd number of what? Leaves, petals, or roots? Petals is correct. What card game is featured in the James Bond novel Casino Royale? Blackjack, poker, or baccarat? Baccarat is correct. The rapper Drake is from which country? United States, Canada, or Cuba? Canada is correct. In what year did the War of 1812 end? 1815, 1816, or 1817? 1815 is correct. In which country were the Dead Sea Scrolls found? Iran, Jordan, or Egypt? Jordan is correct. Which beer has the slogan, "Probably the best beer in the world"? Carlsberg, Budweiser, or Heineken? Carlsberg is correct. Who was the first character in the Bible to commit murder? Isaac, Abel, or Cain? Cain is correct. Mr. Garrison and Officer Bar Brady are both characters from which TV show? South Park, King of the Hill, or The Simpsons? South Park is correct. During which decade was Jello invented? 1880s, 1890s, or 1900s? 1890s is correct. Lignite and anthracite are two types of what fuel source? Coal, petroleum, or gasoline? Coal is correct. What was the name of the leather protection cowboys wear over their pants? Lips, chaps, or spurs? Chaps is correct. Fiji used to be a colony of which country? France, Netherlands, or Britain? Britain is correct. Who played Lysander in the Disney version of Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream? Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, or Winnie the Pooh? Mickey Mouse is correct. Which of these fruits have been banned from public places because of its smell? Durian, rambutan, or pitaya? Durian is correct. What wheeled sport is the focus of the movie Lords of Dogtown? Cycling, skateboarding, or rollerblading? Skateboarding is correct. How many miles long was the Silk Road? 4,000 miles, 6,000 miles, or 8,000 miles? 4,000 miles. Where in the US would you find the Salvador Dali Museum? New York, Los Angeles, or Florida? Florida is correct. What does Taj Mahal roughly mean in English? Grand Palace, Crown Palace, or White Palace? Crown Palace is correct. Socks was the name of the pet cat of which US president? Barack Obama, George Bush Jr., or Bill Clinton? Bill Clinton is correct. What part of the body contains 25% of all bones? Feet, chest, or head? Feet is correct. Algiers is the capital of which country? Tunisia, Libya, or Algeria? Algeria is correct. For what movie did actor Humphrey Bogart win his only Oscar? The African Queen, Sirocco, or Casablanca? The African Queen is correct. The African. Congratulations on finishing this quiz. Leave your score in the comments below, and as always, like and subscribe so we can see you next time for some fun on quiz time.